one of the largest financial services companies in the world. Timothy Cavanaugh, class of 1983, sets an example of the Holy Cross tradition of leadership, generosity, and compassion through extensive volunteerism. As founder, coach, and executive director of the New York City Lions Youth Football League, he helps motivate and engage the inner city youth of Lower Manhattan. And he is also co-founder of the Run to Daylight Education Program, an organization that helps economically disadvantaged students apply for and gain admission to some of the best college preparatory schools in the nation. In short, he helps turn the lives around for many kids who otherwise might not have promising opportunities. And part of the reason he does this is because of the life lessons he learned while a student at Holy Cross, and as a football player who benefited from stellar coaching there. Though he originally wanted to be a sportscaster and graduated with a broadcast journalism degree from Curry College, things changed when he accepted his first job working on the floor of the stock exchange. He later found a great mentorship at the Royal Bank of Canada and worked his way up, and he's currently executive director of Mitsubishi Securities. Tim has 4 grown daughters, and just this past Father's Day welcomed the birth of his first son with his wife, Paula. Throughout the years, his involvement in Holy Cross has been constant, and there is a scholarship at the school that bears his mother's name, the Helen Cavanaugh Memorial Scholarship. For leading his life, setting a positive example for others, Mr. Timothy Cavanaugh.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Thank you. You know, if Brother Leo could see me now, because I used to be the king of detention. You know, I think it's Steve McQueen when they throw the baseball glove and the ball at him and he's going into the brink and he used to bang the ball against the wall. I was the guy in detention who used to write with the pencil constantly. And Brother Leo, if he could see me now, he'd have a heart attack. Anyway, it's good to be here. I know the Met game's on and I'm wondering what the score is as well. So if someone can find that out, let me know. You know, my mother gave me one of the best lessons in my life. I was 11 years old, and it was Thanksgiving Day, and we ran out of cranberry sauce, and she brought me, she goes, we're going to take a walk. So we took a walk, and what happened was we went down to Jimmy's fruit stand, we get the cranberry sauce or whatever, and she hands me the cranberry sauce, and she says, wait right here. And we're standing out at a bar called Alan Loftus Pub, which is on Queens Boulevard. And she goes into the bar, and there's one poor soul sitting by himself at the bar. It's one guy, and Mr. Hines, the bartender. Don't ask me how I knew his name. But she taps the guy on the shoulder and says, you're gonna come to my house. And the guy's like, what? You know, what do you mean? And that guy ended up coming to my house and having Thanksgiving with me and my family. But that embodied, you know, what I learned. Because she was, you know, she was Catholic and she was so devoted to Holy Cross High School. She loved Holy Cross High School. I followed my brother Kevin there, and the lessons that I learned weren't immediate in my life. It took some time, but you know, like they say, you know, when the student's ready, the teacher appears. And all those lessons I learned at Holy Cross finally hit me. You know what I mean? I had an opportunity. You know, Stephen Hoffman, Greg Hoffman, those guys called me and said, you know, we got a football program, come down, we need help. And, you know, we started a program, the Queens Falcons out there, and, you know, it's a great program, it still exists today, but we had a chance to really leave a thumbprint on a kid's soul. And, you know, you don't know when the kid's gonna finally get it. You really don't know. And, you know, I remember all the years then. It was an honor and a privilege. And, you know, I can still remember to this day going with Stephen and Greg and I, and then Joe Marino was there as well, but going into some of the worst neighborhoods you could ever possibly imagine. and grabbing a kid off a corner and saying, you know, what are you doing out at 10:30 at night? What are you doing? You know, what's going on? It's a Tuesday night. What are you doing out? And then we find out the kid's story. Next thing you know, we invite him down to practice, and you know, next thing you know, the last thing on the kid's mind is staying out to 10:30 at night after running 2 hours in a practice with us, because we were maniacs. And I can tell you that you go through a kid's body to get to his soul, and it changed so many lives. And you know, the Run to Daylight education program, that was just a name that we used that helped countless kids. And you know, I had an opportunity about 3 or 4 years ago to go to the Lower East Side, and I went down to the Lower East Side. The kid Matty Moran that I used to coach, he said, you know, I'm starting a football program. And when we started, we didn't even have a chin strap. We had nothing. We suited up about 160 kids this year, just under that, you know? And then there are guys who give countless amount of hours. But this is a gift of Holy Cross. You know, it's a gift of having a Catholic education. Catholic education cannot be discounted. And, you know, the number of kids that the Run to Daylight education program has sent away, I don't even know the number. I mean, Joe Marino's a guy who sends away kids countless. Great man. Greg Hoffman, another guy, great man. You know, I'm surrounded now with like another Holy Cross alumni. You know, I got a group of guys that I work with now. You know, I got Paul Johnson, I got Joe Campanello. I'll tell you a true story. And this year, and I'll finish up, I'm sorry, I'm going on too long. This year I said, you know, I have these moments I say, God, please, you know, I need to help me out. You know, we need another coach this year. I need another coach. Please, dear God. Please, dear God. And sure enough, one day we're on the field, and this guy, Joe Campanello, walks on the field. And he goes, you know, would you mind if I helped you coach? I said, are you out of your mind? I said, you see me here with all these kids? I said, of course, we could use you. And sure enough, I find out the guy's a Holy Cross guy. And, you know, that's a testament to Holy Cross, because we give back. That's what we want. I can tell you that I am deeply honored to be here, to even stand on the same stage as Tom Pugh, Stan Alfieri, I mean, Tim Smith. These guys are legends, and a lot of the guys I played with, you know, I wasn't the best player, but you know what? Everyone knew I was on the field when I was on the field. That's all I can say. I am truly grateful. I thank you all, and you know, let's push our local, you know, politicians to get those vouchers for Catholic schools, because I think it's very important that we do that. I thank you very much. Have a good evening.